Good day, my plant foldies. This is Richie at Growfold, and you guessed it, we are going to be big box store plant shopping at the Home Depot out here in Garland, Texas. In today's video, we are going to be looking at the newest houseplant releases from Proven Winners Leafjoy. We'll be looking at some of the outdoor garden plants, but really just focusing on all of the indoor tropical plants you will be able to find for early summer 2026. So if you are new to this channel, I actually call my viewers and subscribers plant foldies. Welcome, my name is Richie and I do daily plant content. So if this is your niche, if you want to see some amazing plants, both indoor tropical plants and outdoor plants, definitely press the subscribe button with all the notifications turned on. Press the like button because it definitely helps push this content out to more plant lovers like yourself. So again, it is a beautiful morning out here in Garland, Texas. I went ahead and traveled all the way out here to see what one of the best Home Depots out here in the DFW area has to offer. As you can see right over here, we're in the outdoor garden section, but we are clearly going to go ahead and jet ourselves into the indoor house plants because this is actually what this particular Home Depot has to offer. In today's video, we will be also looking at how to save more money on houseplants, especially as we enter summer 2026. So these are the summer plants that we will be able to find. Really excited to see what kind of Proven Winners Leafjoy plants we have. You know, we've been finding the Monstera Mint by Proven Winners Leafjoy. We've seen the Monstera Burle Marx Flame, but who knows, there might be some other plants. So stay tuned to the very end to see what plant finds we will find shopping at Home Depot. Let's do this, plant foldies. So we're just going to take a quick gander of the outdoor garden section at this Home Depot. As you can see, most Home Depots typically have a large and massive outdoor garden section. I know that most of you guys are into the indoor tropical plants, but I love outdoor gardening. So let me know again if you are also a fan of outdoor gardening. But as you can see right here, we're just out here for a second, and then we're going to be looking at the indoor tropical plants. Like I said, again, I will travel further down south. I am based out in North Dallas, but I always like to go into this Garland area because you can see how massive all of the plants are available here. We have the Proven Winners Leafjoy or Proven Winners Caladiums right here, these Caladium hybrids for $24.98. Adaptable as an indoor house plant, so definitely consider growing that. A lot of my videos are really centered around finding big box store bargains, big box store plants, low prices for these house plants and outdoor garden plants. So obviously I've been working double time to provide that content. You know, I've just been really excited in the fact that this YouTube channel is continuously growing, and it's because of you, the plant foldies, for continuing to watch all of my plant shopping videos. But I don't know, I'm just feeling like a little bit chatty today, just feeling like I can update you guys on the plants that I am finding. Again, I was actually able to film a YouTube episode with Drea of Aloha Plant Life on YouTube. She is amazing, and we're just seeing several plants right over here. I really love blogging in today's video, and I figured I might as well go to Garland. But anyways, you can see behind me we've got succulents and cactus. And what do y'all think about my kimono of the day? It's got the orange vibes, but let's go ahead and walk into the indoor tropical section and see what plants we have. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of give you a walkthrough of all of the massive plants we have. So what I love about this particular Home Depot is the fact that they have kind of like a greenhouse sort of setup where it's separated from the outdoor garden plants. But as you can see right here, massive restock, massive full greenhouse garden center of house plants for Home Depot. This is the summer 2026 edition. But before we get into the plants, I did want to talk about some of the plant products. Again, I get a lot of questions, especially on my Instagram page. If you have Instagram, go ahead and follow me at Growfold. Send me a direct message. That is the fastest and quickest way to get in touch with me. I try to respond to as many people. And also, if you haven't already, check out the YouTube plant quiz for today's video. And if you don't know how to access it, If you're watching it on a phone, swipe 3 times to the right on the 3 dots on your YouTube app, and you should have access to the YouTube quiz. Test your plant knowledge, test your plant quiz taking skills, and let me know how you do in the comments section below. Y'all know I love it when you guys leave comments. Shout out to Leap, shout out to Rose, shout out to Karen, shout out to Paige, shout out to Eric, shout out to Danny, shout out to everybody that takes the time to leave a comment in the comment section. I just love reading it. But anyways, let's go ahead and look at some of the plant products here. You already know I love Miracle-Gro fertilizer, and I always get this question about what is the best fertilizer. This is the Miracle-Gro all-purpose fertilizer. You can find this at any big box store. This is going to give you really good growth on your plants. So as we head into the hotter months, we can still fertilize a lot of our plants. This works both outdoor garden plants and indoor tropical plants. And for the low price of $12.37, you can't beat this. And you know, people ask me, how do I fertilize all of my plants, indoor tropical plants? I take them outside, and this is the plant hack of the day, $14.97. I just take this garden hose feeder, take all my plants, all of my aglaonema outside and fertilize them that way. Love this. Love Miracle-Gro fertilizer. Check out miraclegro.com if you have questions about their products. And all of that, you always want to check their website out. And then obviously, if you are looking for more slow grow, slow release fertilizer, Osmocote is an amazing one right over here. I don't know about you, but this is a classic slow release fertilizer that I really like. Also Super Thrive, we talked about this as well. I use this for my repotting of my plants. Super Thrive nutrient solution is where it's at. I think that you should add this into your regimen in terms of plants. And I've been doing a lot of plant propagations. So that's another hack or ways to save money on getting plants, is literally just chopping up your plants and propagating more. This is a really good rooting hormone for new plant cutting, $7.36 that you can buy at Home Depot or big box stores. So, but as you can see right here, it is a quiet day as I film some more plant shopping content. So if, again, you like plant shopping videos and you haven't already press the subscribe button, can you do that today? And can you also consider hyping up the video at the very end? I would love that. But I'm going to go ahead, walk around here, show you some of the plants that they have, show you how massive they have, the selection. I mean, you can see behind me right over here. It will go ahead and go into the details of the plants, like right behind me. You can see that they have a huge selection of plants. For those that are new to the channel, you already know I'm going to have a comprehensive, detailed walkthrough. This one right here is $29. $29 for this massive Dieffenbachia Camille. Isn't she lovely? Now, you know, plant care tips again. For Dieffenbachia Camille, bright indirect light, consistent watering, as in you don't want to let it dry out for too long. Higher humidity levels, it is a little bit more spider mite prone. Those are some of the fast, rapid plant care tips I would give for a Dieffenbachia. So in today's video, we are also going to be talking about plant care tips, plant pricing, comparing and contrasting plant pricing amongst big box stores. So it is a jam-packed plant shopping video. I'm just feeling the vibes, y'all. And there are moments where whenever I'm out making big box store content, sometimes I just want to get to the plants. Sometimes I just want to go ahead and chat alongside with you. Today is one of those days where I feel chatty. And I think it's because I just filmed an amazing episode with Drea of Aloha Plant Life for my new plant podcast. If you haven't heard of it already, Grow Talks. So definitely check that out. It will be premiering in late June, heading into July. I'm so excited. You know, I was part of a collaboration similar to that, but of course, y'all already know I spilled a little bit of the tea. I am no longer part of that collab, but sometimes you have to find your own way, and sometimes you just have to celebrate what you're passionate about. And, you know, my word of wisdom for today is, again, never give up on your dreams, because dreams are worth chasing. My dream is to continue to grow this YouTube plant channel and continue to bring you guys joy. And today, this is my way of just saying, again, thank you. So let's go ahead and get into the plants. But I'm going to go give you the details of the plants, but I'm going to go ahead and just show you some of the hanging basket plants that I am a huge fan of. For instance, Hoya carnosa right here, $19.98. Love the look of the Hoya carnosa. If you are a Hoya head or if you're a collector of Hoyas, this is your basic beginner-friendly Hoya to start out with. And I think a lot of times I steer people to going big box store plant shopping because it's most readily accessible. Some people may not find it acceptable, but to me, buy your plants wherever you are most comfortable with. Don't ever let anybody dictate or judge you for the decisions you make, especially plant foldies, if you know that you're not doing it with malicious intent. I think a lot of times, especially in this day and age where social media is a powerful tool, people become demonized for some of the decisions that they make. I know I have been criticized because I do a lot of big box store plant shopping content, and there's always this misconception that I am just driving capitalism. No, baby, I'm not doing that. I am simply showing you what is readily available because not everybody has access to some amazing local and small businesses and nurseries, and not everybody wants to shop online. So what better way to at least get people in the houseplant hobby by showing you places that you can find beginner-friendly plants, budget-friendly plants, exciting, rare plants at easy, cost-effective plant pricing. Like, you can't beat that, right? Anyways, let me get off on my tangent. So y'all can tell I am just feeling very chatty today. But you can see right here, $19.98, our neon pothos, our classic plant that I feel like we need to go ahead and get this plant trending. If you are a plant foldie and you do not have a neon pothos, today's assignment is to run to a big box store or local nursery and buy yourself a neon pothos. My favorite plant. You know, plant care tips again, bright indirect light, water when the soil is dry. Make sure you get a lot of light, otherwise she's gonna lose her luster when it comes to its neon color. And of course, the classic pothos plants right over here. We have a marble queen pothos here for $19.98. You can't beat that as well. But I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera, show you some of the details of the plants, and give you some of my commentary. So let's continue this plant shopping video, plant foldies. Plant foldies, how are you liking the daily consistency of plant YouTube videos? I have been premiering them typically at 7 p.m. Central Standard US time. I am on a roll because I have been able to manage my time effectively. I've found ways to make it a little bit more efficient. So let me know your thoughts about the daily content. Because right now I am just living my best life showing you this Aglaonema Silver Bay. This one is one of the best places to get Aglaonema Silver Bay with a low price of $29.98 for a 10-inch full planter of Aglaonema Silver Bay. One of the most common plants, one of the plants I will literally show you in every single plant video I make, because why not? Aglaonemas are highly underrated plants, but plants that deserve everybody's love and support. Very much so low light tolerant and drought tolerant. Right next to it is another large foliage plant, Ficus elastica, burgundy for $24.98. You can see right over here, we have another calathea right here. And, you know, I was just talking to Drea of Aloha Plant Life. If you haven't checked out her YouTube channel, she is a really good content creator and she is able to grow calatheas. Unfortunately for me, we had this discussion where some plants are just not meant to grow in your space. These calatheas for $29.98. I've tried it, they didn't work. And after so many attempts, I just realized that it's not in the cards for me to grow in my growing environment. But as you can see right here, plant foldies, lots of large foliage plants. I mean, take a look at this massive alocasia right over here. So if you're looking for massive instant gratification plants, we have them at Home Depot. I will travel to certain Home Depots. This one was about a 45-minute drive, but it's worth it because they have so many plants to choose from. And actually, you can see right here, we've got a bunch of Sansevieria for a low price of $24.98. Super easy plant to take care of. One that I would highly recommend adding into your collection if you need a little bit of height and you need something that can thrive with neglect. It is very much so low light tolerant and drought tolerant. It does not mean that you don't water this plant, but you should just water it when the soil is completely dry. It is a little bit more forgiving as well. Top recommendation for easy care plant. And this honestly is my first time ever seeing a Ficus elastica altissima right over here, altissima, for $24.98. That's not a bad price at all. Really good value. And if you're looking for a green on green variegation, rubber tree plant, this one is a nice one. And we already talked about the massive price cut of Monstera Thai Constellation. I would say that Home Depot holds the record of having the most inexpensive or the cheapest Monstera Thai Constellations you can find in the market right now. This one is for a low price of $39.98. There are Monstera Thai Constellations this size as well at Lowe's, but they're selling it for $42.98. And that is another tip on how to save hundreds of dollars while going big box or plant shopping. It's literally comparing and contrasting plant prices. But look at how beautiful that variegation is here. And so I wanted to just show you a couple of the plants before we go into the Proven Winner Leafjoy series, because that's what we really want to see at Home Depot. Home Depot just has a massive selection of plants, especially at this location. We've got ZZ plants for $14.98, for instance. And the cheapest Monstera out there is the starter Monstera for $13.98. Really, really good value. And you can even see this one right here. If it will show, you can see how beautiful the variegation is. Monstera Thai Constellation plant care tips: put it on a pole, something to have it grow on, because it likes to climb. Water when the soil is dry. Stay consistent on the watering. It does not like to have inconsistent anything, whether it's consistent watering, lighting conditions, or humidity. And then over here we have a Philodendron Hederaceum Brazil, $19.98. This is the Hawaiian spider plant for $19.98. This one is a pet-friendly option. And as I spin around here, we've got some pothos. This one's actually got some larger leaf pothos. This is a marble queen pothos for $14.98. And then we have this massive selection of what I call the Home Depot budget-friendly or value table of 3-inch planters. So you can see right over here, top easy care plant. This is a pothos plant. This is a pearls and jade pothos for under $6, $5.48. You already know plant foldies. I have to show you an Aglaonema red Siam. This one is for $4 or $5.48, under $6. Get an Aglaonema, hashtag popularize Aglaonema. And then we have pothos right here. Really though, pothos is my top pick for a beginner-friendly plant. And you know, you can find this at Home Depot, especially ones that have these tables full of different types of starter plants. You can see over here, we have a Dieffenbachia. This one's actually a pretty cool one for $5.48, a Dieffenbachia Sublime. Really pretty plant right there. And then we also have some Philodendron Pink Princess. So as far as the plants that we're finding, you can see that a lot of these plants are under $5 or under $6. Some of the Syngoniums are under $5. And I actually found a rare Syngonium for under $5 at another big box store, Home Depot. But you can see here, this one is, yeah, $4.98. Love it. So if you are a Syngonium fan, you might as well buy them at Home Depot. I would say they have the cheapest Syngoniums assortment right now for $4.98. You can see this one right here. I would say for Syngoniums, you definitely want to make sure that you're putting them in like a self-watering planter. I ended up buying one of these recently too, $4.98. Some people will say that you can grow them semi-hydroponics to kind of combat their thirsty nature of needing to be watered consistently. And then we also have some more philodendrons here. This one is that Philodendron Green Congo Nuclear. This one is for $13.98. I just remember when this plant was like hundreds of dollars, and now it is budget friendly and cost effective. All of the adjectives we want whenever we're shopping for plants in general. At least I like to save money. I don't know about Shell, but I like to find the best value in my plant pricing. And that's why big box store plant shopping is where I am at these days. $5.48. We've got a Sansevieria bird's nest, one of the easiest plants to take care of. And you can see how cute these planters are as well. So we've got Dieffenbachia. This one is so pretty. They remind me of Aglaonemas, although I would say there is a debate on whether Aglaonemas are easier to take care for than Dieffenbachias. Let me know what you think in the comments section, but I find that Dieffenbachia are a little bit more challenging because of the lighting condition requirements that they have. But you can see right here, this one is another pretty one as well. And then we have the Alocasia scalparum, $14.98. This is the cheapest Alocasia scalparum you will also find at a big box store. Home Depot has some really good value plants. And this one is endemic to my home country. Say it with me, plant foldies, the Philippines. This is super pretty as well. I love the leathery texture on the leaves. I probably need an Alocasia scalparum. And then as I pan around over here, you can see we've got some more pothos and some more plants right over here. You can see we've got a variegated jade plant too that somebody changed their mind on. And then you can see right over here, we also have all of these planters as well. So if you're into interior design, one of the planters I really like is this one for $12.97. We also have a cute dog planter right over here. She's cute for $9.97. We have a giraffe planter, and I really prefer these types of matte finish neutral colors. This one is a 6-inch Imani planter, light gray, for $14.97. And of course, I love terracotta planters. This one is a really cute one for $6.97. Those are kind of like the same plant aesthetics I love. And then you can see we also have a pink one right over here for $12.97. $12.97. Love the pink planter. And actually, this is another planter I love. I love the Basel Stone Light for $12.97. These are made in Germany. These are what you consider a catch pot. So I love the European aesthetic as well, the very simplistic planters. Again, everybody has their own aesthetic when it comes to plant styling, what plants they want, but I really do love the shapes of that, the simplistic shapes. This one's another one too that I like for $14.97. Really love the shape, and it does have a drainage hole as well. So we're gonna go ahead and now spin around and look at all of the Proven Winner Leafjoy plants. We'll see what plants they have here. And we'll talk a little bit more in detail of some of the plants that they have available. So let's go ahead and flip the camera again. All right, plant foldies, we are back. I'm in front of the camera again because you already know I like to be in front of the camera as well. But now we are looking at the Proven Winners Leafjoy assortment. And one thing I wanted to highlight are some of the Proven Winner Leafjoy Hoyas. This is one that I feel like I need to get. This is the Hoya Dappled Forest for $19.98. What do y'all think of this? Such a pretty plant. And as far as Proven Winner Leafjoy plants, they have really just brought a lot of plants that are not typically found at big box stores. I would say Proven Winners Leafjoy series has given us all of these amazing Hoyas. And honestly, I have become a Hoya head to a certain extent. Like I haven't inundated my collection with so many plants like I do with Aglaonemas, but you can see right here, this is the Hoya Dappled Forest. Super pretty plant, and it is for $19.98. And we do have this assortment of Hoyas for $9.97. We also see the Hoya Choke, $9.97. This is the Proven Winners Littles, but this is with the ceramic catch pot planter, which if you want to have some color already in a planter, then you can go ahead and invest in that. That's the thing about Hoyas. Very versatile plants, very forgiving plants. And you can even see right over here, we have the Hoya Endless Cascade Sea Stones, or the Hoya Bertonier. for $9.97 in a cute pink planter. What do y'all think of that? Are you a Hoya head? And like I said, again, if you haven't already, definitely consider joining my YouTube membership tier. I wanted to go ahead and plug that and just letting you know, it is only for $3.99, but you do get access to all of my lifestyle vlogs. If anything, it makes this YouTube channel of mine more sustainable because it does help fund some of my my gas money that I spend driving all over the DFW area. And at the end of the day, you just get extra content. So if you're watching this today and you want to become a super plant foldie, we have about 26 super plant foldies. Join my YouTube membership tier. Truly, that is a huge way to support me and my efforts to get you daily plant content. Press the join button. So let me go ahead and hopefully nobody swiped off the video. You know I have to be a little bit commercial. Y'all know I have to put a little bit of a plug. I'm going to go ahead and own it. That's just part of this YouTube channel, right? But you can see right here, $29.97 for this really tall Ficus lyrata as well. I did have to just say Home Depot is where it's at when it comes to instant gratification plants, aka massive plants that you don't have to take forever to grow. So if you're into interior design, that's one place that you can sort it. But I also want to show you some Proven Winner Littles, different types of Triscanthia. This one is New Vogue Feeling Moody for $9.97. What do y'all think of this Proven Winners Leafjoy Triscanthia Feeling Moody? Let's go ahead and find another one right over here. This is Feeling Moody again, but this one actually has a little bit more pink to it. It's for $9.97. So love the Triscanthia assortment. And if you look behind me, we have several plants behind me to choose from. So I would say this Home Depot has quite a bit of an assortment. And that is the reason why I drove out here. And I am curious, have y'all ever made a pilgrimage to go to a specific big box store, a local nursery? Feel free to let me know in the comments section. But let's go ahead and look at some more Proven Winner Leafjoy offerings. So we have another one for $19.97. This is the Philodendron Golden Girl, also known as the Philodendron Ring of Fire. I just remember when this plant was like hundreds of dollars, and now it's at an affordable price. And that is thanks to Proven Winner Leafjoy. You guys have literally made plants more accessible for the general public. I mean, this one right over here is Prism Color Regal Rouge, another dark foliage hybrid of a philodendron. And you know, with dark foliage philodendrons, my plant care tips and suggestions is make sure you give this lots of light. You know, lighting is a very important component when it comes to growing plants successfully, especially if you're trying to grow them to the point where you want to maintain their color. Beautiful dark foliage plant. I think that there is a certain elegance, and I love the pink planter as well. That is what they have here. And then as far as Proven Winners, this one is also the nice Ficus elastica Belize. This one is $29.98. What do y'all think? She's pretty. I think she's pretty. Lots of light. It's a ficus plant, lots and lots of light. And I'm reminiscing when I did my last video here where I talked about quitting making YouTube plant content. Some of y'all really thought I was going to just get off of YouTube altogether. And no, that was literally an April Fool's joke. Just know, plant foldies, that I have really learned a lot this year in terms of where the direction of my YouTube channel is going to be, what I want to do for me personally. And truthfully, yes, some of my content is repetitive. Some of my content is optimized for the algorithm, but at the same time, that is something that I'm consciously aware of. And if you know that you just want to hear me talk, show y'all some plants, then this is the community for you. Of course, I would love everybody and anybody to literally invest their time and watch these videos. But I've gotten to the point now where it's easier to just make content because I truly enjoy it versus it feeling like, how do I put it, a chore. I wouldn't even say it was a chore. I just felt like it was a second job, but it is now more of just, this is what I do on my days off because I like to do it. Let me get off of my little tangent here, guys. And for $29, again, and 98 cents, variegated Ficus elastica Ficus benjamina, sorry. This one is $29.98. Look at how pretty this is, but it is a shedder. So if you are not providing it enough light nor consistent watering, she will drop her leaves. She is a diva. Otherwise, if you give her the optimal growing conditions, she will reward you with beautiful foliage. So there is a give and take with some of these diva plants. I'm going to go over here and see what else we have. There looks like there's another trays and trays of different types of Proven Winner Littles. This one is actually a really good example of a Hoya that literally has been putting out a lot of new growth. Under $6, this is the Hoya Matilde Splash. The internet broke. The plant community went crazy when Proven Winners Leafjoy released this rare, or at least once rare and uncommon Hoya. But you can see if you're going to go big box store plant shopping, go ahead and look for plants that are like trailing. It's fully established. It clearly has been growing here for a while. This one needs a home, and that one is actually going to give you some really good value. Again, we've got endless sea stones right here for under $6. So if you're a Hoya head, a Hoya fan, or somebody that wants to collect Hoyas, my best bet is to go to a Home Depot and find the Proven Winners Littles collection. Like this one right here is the Shining Star Hoya Carnosa. What do y'all think of this? Under $6, $5.98. I would really think that Proven Winners Leafjoy just gives you really good value. And as far as Hoyas, that is super inexpensive, because I will say there is a little bit more of a price to buy Hoyas. I mean, you can see this one is trailing, and just look at how pink the leaves are. Absolutely stunning. And again, Proven Winners Leafjoy Hoyas. We love Proven Winners. Definitely follow their socials if you are not already. Go ahead and comment on Leafjoy at Leafjoy on Instagram and let them know you're a plant foldie, because we love their assortment. Like this spider plant right here for under $6. Another pet-friendly plant, beginner-friendly plant, a plant that you need to be adding into your collection. What else do we have here, plant foldies? It looks like we have some more peperomias. Peperomia obtusifolia. This is a savory delight, sweet and sour, for under $6. Another bargain plant, another plant that you can add into your summer plant collection, because this is the summer 2026 edition, or early summer. Can you tell I'm a little sweaty because it is a little bit humid here, but at least it's good for the plants. And look at this. This is a good example of a Hoya Matilde Splash. Beautiful coloration, beautiful variegation, and one that I would suggest adding into your plant collection. I'm literally sold as a Hoya head, and even more Hoyas here. I have yet to break the bank and actually buy Hoyas from the Proven Winners Littles, because here's the thing. These are plants, once they make it to a big box store, if you don't have the budget, or you feel like you don't have the time, money, or space to put a plant, don't buy it. That's another like plant care tip on how to save hundreds and hundreds of dollars when shopping at a big box store. Just because I know that this is a cheap Hoya price, it doesn't mean that I have to buy it today because I don't have the time or space to add another Hoya. I know that this will be readily available thanks to Proven Winners Leafjoy plants. So that's just another tip. And I think we have to really look at that as in whether it's a necessity, whether it's a plant that we have to add into our plant collection. Sometimes we make, reasons to feel like we have to buy it today when that is not necessarily the case. And so, in today's video, that's something I am also delving into. But let's go ahead and look at some of the details of some of the Proven Winner Leafjoy plants. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a full-on recap. So if you made it this far into the video, please press that like and subscribe button. It definitely helps push this content out to more plant lovers like yourself. Do the YouTube quiz and join my YouTube membership tier. I would totally love it if y'all did that. Okay, let's go look at the plants in detail. So right from the get-go, we're looking at a gorgeous Monstera Burle Marx Flame. That one is for $44.98, courtesy of Proven Winner Leafjoy plants. Gotta love Proven Winners. I see them all the time now whenever I go to a big box store and I go shopping. And of course, we're looking at this beautiful Aglaonema for $29.98, growing hydroponically. We have some Phytonias here. This is the Phytonia Dispatch for $5.98. Another pretty plant right there. Love the colors. We also have another one, Photonia media as well. That's another pretty one. And then I wanted to show you this beautiful ficus chandelier right over here. Let's see. It's called a Ficus microcarpa. So it's a different type of ficus plant, but you know, as far as the general care, again, this is another plant that does need a lot of light in order for it to really maintain its beauty and growth, because all ficus just need a lot of light. And then we're gonna go ahead and pull this one out. It looks like we have another Monstera Burle Marx Flame. And just look at how pretty that is, $44.98. And you already have one that is fenestrating. It's ready to climb. Super pretty. What do y'all think of the Monstera Burle Marx Flame? Is this a go for you? Would you buy this plant? Do you think it's a good deal? Let me know in the comment section. And if you are listening and watching today's video, that is literally my call to action, is for you to spend just a second typing up a response, because I love to heart your comments. I love to respond to your comments. And truthfully, it helps this YouTube community grow because of that engagement. And I just love hearing from y'all. So definitely let me know what your thoughts are. And then you can just see right over here, more Proven Winner Leafjoy plants. Just look at that variegation. This one is for $19.98. We have a Philodendron Orange You Gorgeous right here. It's not as bright because it hasn't gotten as much light. This is another philodendron that is easily one that will revert to more of a green tone if it doesn't get the lighting conditions it needs. This is the trial collection, and I need you to pause this video, scan the QR code, and give them feedback for this Dracaena Lemon Surprise. Beautiful. And then we also have this one right over here, Dracaena Urban Urchin. I actually want one of these. Look at how pretty that is. There's so many different types of Dracaenas that Proven Winners Leafjoy has pretty much introduced to the market, and I am in love with their Dracaenas. And you can just see this whole table of different types of Proven Winner Leafjoy plants. You can see this one is actually growing hydroponically. $19.98 for this Dracaena Tornado. Super cool plant. And then you can see right over here, we have another type of Aglaonema. I'm actually tempted to get this one. I don't know what this one is called, but it is one of the green varieties. Super easy. The greener varieties of Aglaonema are easy to care for. It's growing hydroponically, nice, healthy roots. And so if I were you, if you're looking for one of the top plants to add into your collection, add an Aglaonema. The green varieties are the easiest to start with. This is one that I feel like more people need to get into. Beautiful color. I love the silver sheen to it, and then just the minty green that it has. And that's just one that's readily available. And then you can just see this one is another Hoya. Two Hoyas, different Hoyas. I don't have the Hoya ID name, but look at how pretty that is. $19.98. We have another Hoya right over here as well. Pretty for $19.98. And then we have some more Proven Winner Littles here. These are the ones in a ceramic planter. And this is the Hedera Helix, or the Hedera Helix Yellow Ripple. What do y'all think of the leaves? I love how they're narrow. I just wish I could grow this long term. $9.98. Really pretty though. I love the variegation. And then we have another Aglaonema Pink Siam right over here. That one is for $29.99. It's actually also known as the Aglaonema Lipstick Pink. However you call it, and that's the thing with plant IDs, sometimes they share many different names depending on what region or part of the world you are in. But needless to say, all of these plants are so pretty, and I'm just glad to be able to take you guys big box store plant shopping with me today. It has been a journey for me to really just been able to like talk through some of the plants that I've seen. And I really hope that you guys have really enjoyed the consistency on my plant shopping videos. These are really nice plants that I would also suggest are these gorgeous anthuriums. This one's a 6-inch planter for $18.98. Just the common red ones, but they're easy to care for. They are the most underrated anthurium in the entire world. But I love the waxy leaves. It's one of the easiest plants to care for. And this one is a really good bargain value for $12.98. Really pretty one. Let me know if you would actually grow anthuriums. There's one called the Anthurium shibori that I would love to get a hold of. But as you can see here, these ones have larger blooms right here. I mean, just look at that. That is massive. Really pretty plant. Look at that as well. So pretty. $18.98. And then we also have a pink one right over here. What do y'all think of the pink balloon? I think she's lovely. I think we need to give these anthuriums even more love. Let me know in the comment section if you agree. But you can see we have a lot of these readily available. And if you pan around here, just look at how full and massive restocked this Home Depot is. So if you're in the Garland area, check this place out. And then we just have a bunch of pothos growing for $19.98 hydroponically by Proven Winners Leafjoy. And even more Proven Winners Littles right over here. We'll look at that in a second. But this one right over here are the Dracaenas again. We've got some Dracaenas. This is the one I have been eyeing and thinking about getting. This is that Aglaonema. Let's go ahead and get rid of this leaf right here. This one right here is for $29.98. So pretty. We all need this in our lives. We all need an Aglaonema. I feel like we all need Aglaonema. And then we also have these Phoetonias for $9.97. Look at that one. This one is the Phoetonia media. We also have this Phoetonia right over here. Network News. And just look at all of the plants that we have readily available. And then we have more Proven Winner Littles here. This one is another pothos. Snowy Morning, also known as the Marble Queen pothos. This one is another Philodendron Orange. You gorgeous. Okay, this is a massive price cut. I love it. So $9.97, you can get a little bit of a cheaper alternative for that. Really pretty plants. I need this in my life. I just need this to get more light in order for it to really become a neonish color. But that is a really good price drop, huge price drop actually, on even Proven Winners Leafjoy plants. $9.98. But as you can see, just the amount of plants we have available. I mean, you can even see right here, this is $19.98 for a little bit larger. But I would just go with the smaller plant and just grow it out. Some people want instant gratification though, and growing them out takes a little bit, so they'll just buy the larger plants. But you can see we have 3 different types of Aglaonema growing. This one's the first one. This one is another one that I find super unique. But you can see this one is also another one right here. Really pretty one. I actually have this one, but this is my favorite one, and I have yet to buy this. I probably need to, but like I said again, it is all about whether you really need to buy the plant or you can wait on it. But which of the 3 would you actually buy? This is my next wish list Aglaonema. Plant foldies, if you want though, you can help fund it by helping me with just dropping a super sticker or super thanks, which is basically a monetary tip. That you can give a content creator like myself on YouTube. That would definitely help fund it, but this is one for $29.98. Really pretty. I would definitely want to buy it just because of how narrow the leaves are. Let me know what you think. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you a couple more plants and then recap today's videos. It looks like we have some more Proven Winner Littles right here. Look at this. This one is a Zom Ruby Lime. So it's a little bit lighter pink color. And then we also have this one, the Media again. We've seen a lot of that today. And then you can see we've got some Hoya Shining Star hanging baskets. That's really pretty for $19.98. What do y'all think of this Hoya? Are y'all Hoya heads? I have become a Hoya head thanks to, some plant foldies like Karen that have really engaged on my YouTube content. Really appreciate you, Karen, for always leaving so many comments. I would say she leaves at least more than a dozen, and that truly helps this YouTube channel grow. So if you get a chance, definitely let me know in the comment section what you're thinking of the plants. This is the Hoya Fresh Rain right over here. It looks like we have another Hoya Fresh Rain hidden over here. So if you're looking for rare and uncommon Hoyas at a big box store, look for the ones from Proven Winner Leafjoy. This is Houseplant of the Year, actually. It won Houseplant of the Year for 2026. So this is an award-winning Hoya, and it is brought to you by Proven Winners Leafjoy. Gotta love it. It's making me want to buy it because it's hyped up. It's an award-winning houseplant. And it's really pretty as well. I mean, just look at that. They do say that Hoyas are easy care plants. So I'm just glad that more big box stores are having more of these readily available. And then we just have a couple more Hoyas right over here. Looks like we've seen most of these. This one is that A-Drift Hoya that I need to eventually get. And this is for under $6. So pretty. And then we have this Hoya Carnosa, Freckled Splash, another winner right here. So as far as my opinion on the best Hoya pricing, the most inexpensive Hoyas you can find, it is from Proven Winners Leafjoy Littles for under $6. You can start a really nice collection of different rare and uncommon Hoyas for such an inexpensive bargain price. That's the thing I will tell you is the bargain prices. And I mean, just look at the details of all of these plants right over here. Content creation, making these plant shopping videos, hopefully you get a different vibe from mine. I know that there are a lot of content YouTube creators out there making big box store plant shopping videos, but hopefully you can tell mine are a little bit different, or at least you can tell it's a Growfold's big box or plant shopping video. I think it's, to kind of roast myself. I know that it give you guys kind of the same commentary and I might be a little bit overexcited, but that's just me. And I just appreciate all of the plant foldies for just always tuning into my work. So as I go ahead and wrap up today's plant shopping video, let me go ahead and just give you a couple more glamour shots of some of the plants we're seeing. And I will give you my final thoughts on the Proven Winners plants that we have seen today, because there's quite a bit. I mean, just look at this. There's definitely a massive selection of Proven Winner plants. All right, plant foldies. So what did y'all think of today's big box store plant shopping video? Did we enjoy looking at all of these plants right here at the Home Depot? Because I definitely enjoyed showing y'all all of these house plants, whether it's from the massive selection of value plants right over here on this side. Look at that. This is one of the most full big box stores for Home Depot plants. But you can see right over here, all of these Proven Winner plants. And, just to kind of highlight what I love about Proven Winner plants is, number one, they have their ceramic planters for $9.97. I would say that their Fittonia collection is superb. They also have a massive selection of Hoyas, like this one right over here for $9.97. I also love the fact that, again, Proven Winners consistently restocks their plants. So if you are somebody that has a specific type of plant that you like, for instance, I love Aglaonema, and they have like all of these different varieties that are definitely easy care. You can buy it at Home Depot, and that's the reason why Home Depot is a great place to go shopping for houseplants. We have award-winning houseplants from Proven Winners. I did not know that the Shining Star definitely was the brightest star of all of the houseplants for 2026. So if you want to get an award-winning Hoya, you can get that. from Proven Winners Leafjoy. I think that would be my top pick for today in terms of which plant I would buy. You know, I often go to these big box stores and really look for something unique, something different. I know oftentimes we are seeing the same plants, but for me, it's literally the process of picking up plants, showing it to you guys, having a discussion with whatever my thoughts are. I kind of treat my plant shopping videos as more of a lifestyle vlog as well. So again, check out my YouTube membership tier, join it if you'd like. I'm so excited about the plant podcast that is going to be premiering later this month. Growth Talks, definitely check that out. But as far as today's video, we did find some inexpensive bargain-friendly plants like this one right here. Now another price cut. We are now able to find this philodendron orange, You Gorgeous, for now $9.98. So half the price of what it was about a month ago. And that's the thing, right? Patience is a virtue. Patience is what you need. Patience is time and tested when it comes to plants. So to recap today's video again, I gave you guys tips on how to save hundreds of dollars on plants. I gave you guys some of my recommendations on plant fertilizers such as Miracle Grow. Some of my top easy care plants always are pothos plants, aglaonemas, philodendrons, and even Hoyas. But for me, she's the winner. The Hoya Shining Star right over here. What do y'all think? Again, plant foldies, definitely engage by doing the YouTube quiz on this YouTube video and all my videos. Definitely hype up this video. And if you liked what you saw and you haven't subscribed, definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will go ahead and say thank you again. Good vibes only, good vibes always. And YouTube is telling you you need to watch this video that's popping up. My name is Richie at Grow Folds. I'll see you on the next one. Bye. I cannot believe I'm finding rare plants like this at this particular Home Depot. Let's go big box store plant shopping and watch till the very end. There might be shocking plants, rare plants that used to cost hundreds of dollars and they're now under $30. This is an example. Let's go big box store plant shopping. Good day, my plant foldies. This is Richie at Grow Folds, and today, you guessed it, we are going to be going big box store plant shopping at the Lowe's out here in Frisco, Texas. This is the one off of Preston and Warren Road. So for those that like big box store plant shopping videos, in today's video, we are going to be exploring the newest house plants from Costa Farms, urban jungle plants, live trends design, and obviously looking for some summer plant deals for your outdoor garden plants as well as indoor tropical plants. So if this is your type of niche, then you need to be going ahead and watching this video until the very end because there's going to be some amazing plant finds. And for those that are new to this channel, I call my viewers and subscribers plant foldies. Welcome. My name is Richie and I do daily plant content. So if this is again your type of niche, go ahead and press the subscribe button with all the notifications turned on, as well as go ahead and press the like button for this video because it definitely helps push this content out to more plant lovers like yourself. But as you can see right here, we are in the Lowe's outdoor garden section. I am actually just getting off of work. And for those that are seeing my outfit of the day, this is a new golden kimono. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comment section. But I did just want to show you a little bit of the outdoor garden plants that you can find at Lowe's location. So I'm going to flip this side over to the camera to show you guys what plants we have for summer gardening. And then we're going to quickly go into the indoor tropical section. So one plant that really does signify summer coming around the corner is a bunch of these beautiful tropical landscape plants. For instance, $19.98. We have the Croton Petra. This one does like full sun. Look at how beautiful the foliage of the leaves are. And as far as this particular plant, it likes warmer temperatures, hotter weather. It also likes to be consistently watered. It likes higher humidity levels and obviously a lot of light. You know, when somebody was asked, a famous YouTube content creator by the name of David Morales, who happens to be a guest on my upcoming plant podcast called Grow Talks, premiering next Tuesday. When I asked him the question about what is one of the most challenging plants to grow indoors, he did mention crotons, and it's because of the lighting conditions that it does need. It does need quite a bit of light, but as you can see here, plant foldies, I am just showing you some more of the plants that are good for your summer outdoor garden. You can see right here, this is a really cool James Walker bougainvillea. And as far as bougainvilleas, depending on your grow zone, my grow zone is 8B, $14.98. You can possibly grow this outdoors in full sun year long. But for me, I am based out in North Dallas, and unfortunately that is not necessarily the case. But as I walk around here this late afternoon to go plant shopping with y'all, I hope you guys are enjoying the consistency of these videos. As you guys know, I've been super busy, and I just figured I would go ahead today and just film a quick, fun plant shopping videos for the plant foldies. And I do want to say thank you to all of y'all for always tuning in to my plant content. It means a lot to me. And as you can see right over here, we have some azaleas, and then we have more of these plants here. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and talk a little bit more about some of the plants we are finding. One would be this Japanese Aurelia, or Fatsa japonica. Really love the look of this one. There is a variegated version. And you can see right here, $27.98. We also have some hostas right over here. And you can see more hostas, and these ones are actually in bloom. So these are perfect summer gardens right over here. And one of my favorite plants to talk about is the Proven Winners Caladium hybrid. So these are actually often seen right here at Lowe's as well as Home Depot. Actually, Home Depot has quite a bit of Proven Winner plants. These ones are under $8, but if you're talking about a summer plant that you should be growing in your garden, definitely Proven Winner Caladium hybrids. This one right over here is $7.98. This one is the Splash of Wine, which I actually have right over here. Really love that. And what I love about Proven Winner plants is they are adaptable as houseplants, at least these caladiums right over here. You can see this one again, $7.98. This one is the Blushing Bride Caladium. Plant foldies, let me know in the comment section what you think, if you are a fan of the caladium hybrids, because I am an absolute fan of these caladium hybrids. You can even see right over here, this one is the Caladium Heart to Heart Radiance. Look at the beautiful red veins that it has here. Again, as far as care tips for caladiums, you want to make sure that you do consistently keep them watered. They do prefer to be more of a area where it is bright in direct light. And then as far as temperatures, they prefer to be in warmer temperatures, because if you take these plants indoors, they will end up going dormant if the temperatures are a little bit cooler. So that's why summertime you'll get the most growth out of these caladiums. And one caladium that I really love that I only really see at Lowe's from Proven Winners is this particular one right here. This one is the Heart to Heart Mesmerized, and I am definitely mesmerized by the variegation and the color of this particular caladium. Again, these are all under $8, which means they're budget friendly and they're versatile as far as being an indoor houseplant, potentially with the right conditions, and definitely a summer outdoor garden plant. So I know that some of you guys have started to be a little bit more interested in caladiums. Shout out to Jenny. I think that she will actually be buying some caladiums. So let me know again in the comment section, plant foldies, if you are a fan of these caladiums from Proven Winners. And speaking of which, I did put my application to be a Proven Winners Leafjoy ambassador. So plant foldies, wish me luck. I think they will make their announcements in August. But if you haven't already checked out that post, check out that post right over here on their Instagram page. Follow them at Leafjoy Plants, and definitely engage in my specific comment. Let them know we are plant foldies, and let them know we love Proven Winner plants, whether it is the Leafjoy series or these gorgeous caladiums that we find at these big box stores. I mean, take a look at this right over here. Again, this one is the Proven Winners Caladium, heart to heart, mesmerized, and I'm definitely mesmerized. And, you know, for me, as somebody who has done big box store plant shopping and daily content creation, it's really would be an honor for me to be able to be an ambassador to continue to promote Proven Winner Leafjoy plants. At Lowe's, there's not as many Proven Winner Leafjoy plants, but needless to say, y'all know I'm always showing you guys the Proven Winner Leafjoy plants. So in the comment section, I will ask y'all to leave what Proven Winners plant, Leafjoy plant, you have liked seeing during my big box or plant shopping videos. Y'all know I do the pinned comment. So for just engagement, just definitely check out the top comment in the comment section right over here. You will see it's a pinned comment. I would love for you guys to just take a second of your time to engage and give me your thoughts, because plant foldies, you already know that I love to go ahead and show y'all my thoughts on the comment section. So I would love to know what you are thinking about the plant. So definitely check that out. But as you can see here, I'm just giving you a little bit of a walkthrough, and then now we're about to go into the indoor tropical section. But one plant that I do always want to show is these coleus plants. And you talk about a budget-friendly, inexpensive, cheap plant that you can grow either in your summer garden or as an indoor tropical plant. It's under $2, $1.98. And these ones are lovely plants. I really love the colors. And if you look behind me, just look at the neon colors here. And again, what do y'all think? I mean, isn't this kimono just lovely? I just bought this one recently, and it is one that I just love the color. It's got more of like a bronze or goldish color here. But as you can see, this particular Lowe's location still has quite a bit of outdoor garden plants. One that I really love as well is the Monstera Constellation right over here. Look at that. Oh, it's so pretty with neon pothos and Philodendron Hederaceum, just a green variety. So you got to be just really ecstatic to just see all of these different plants. I am also going to show you a couple of plant products because it is a plant shopping video, and I do have to show you some of the best Lowe's deals. If you haven't already, this one is the all-purpose Miracle Grow fertilizer, and it is now on sale. Limited time only for $14.98. You asked me what is the best fertilizer that's going to be budget friendly and cost effective. It is definitely Miracle Grow all-purpose fertilizer. This one feeds instantly. It works for outdoor plants, your garden plants, and your indoor tropical plants. I have been using this for several decades, and it is a sure winner. Now, if you started to notice with a lot of my plant shopping videos, I actually have products that are linked. If you want to go ahead and order that online, just definitely click on some of the affiliate products that I have, specifically the all-purpose Miracle Grow, because I like to show you things that I have used to grow my plants, because I feel like if you have somebody that has had good experiences, why not share it? So all-purpose Miracle Grow fertilizer is a must. Let me know in the comment section what you think. And then I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera one more time to show you how full this Lowe's location is for the beginning of summer in terms of the outdoor garden plants. And you can just see right over here just how massive and full this Lowe's location is. So I do want to just show you a couple of more glimpses of some of the gorgeous plants that they have right over here. This is a really cool mixed planter of a Monstera Constellation. Let me go ahead and spin this around. And then you can just see the newest leaf growth on this one right over here. What do y'all think? I think it's a really lovely combination of plants. And you already know that as far as easy care plants, really love the neon pothos. It is absolutely stunning. And then you can see right over here, this is the Lakeside Collection Shoreline Shade. And we have that Monstera Constellation right over here. Go ahead and pin around there. And now I'm going to go ahead and make my way to the indoor tropical section, which is where the main event is. But like I said again, I'm really curious plant foldies that have joined this channel, have pressed the subscribe button. Recently, we've gotten a lot of new subscribers. Let me know in the comment section where you are from and if you shop big box stores. But as you can see right here, I'm going to give you just a little bit of a glimpse of some of the plants that they have here. You already know I love my big box store plant shopping adventures because I'm able to show you some of the newest plant finds, budget-friendly options, and obviously just new plant releases. As you can see here, for instance, we have some new Live Trends design planters. This is called the Retrospect series for $19.98. I really love the bright red that we have right over here. And then the stoneware finish where there's no glaze. This is the Pachira aquatica. Lovely plant. This is also known as the money tree plant. Plant care tips again, bright indirect light. Constant watering is best for it. You want to make sure that you're not over watering it, but just water when the soil is completely dry. And then you can see for $19.98 again, we've got this nice pattern here. And you know, with Live Trends Design, they're really known to have more of a modern contemporary look when it comes to their plants. So as you can see, different types of planters that they have here. And then you can even see here, they have another one right here. This one is actually grown by Costa Farms. This one is for $15.98. They've got a matte pink finish. This one needs a little bit of water. And then we also have another Pachira aquatica right over here. Now, as far as easy plants to care for, you can see we've got a new type of Live Trends Design pothos right over here. There is a couple of leaves that are yellowing, but let's see how much this costs, $29.98. And you can see how pretty this totem is right over here. So as far as a plant that you should be growing on a totem pole or moss pole, this Marble Queen pothos definitely looks really pretty because as this particular plant grows on a pole, the leaves get larger and larger. So really love the look of that. And then here is a Philodendron Pink Princess on a totem pole again for $29.98. Look at the variegation of this one. It is on a pole. That's really pretty. You know, as far as Philodendron Pink Princess, this is another example of a plant that used to cost hundreds of dollars, and now it is so affordable and readily available at big box stores. So that's just a couple of plants that we are looking at from the get-go. And then you can even see here just how full this Lowe's location is. As far as Lowe's, one thing I will also say is they have all of these really nice self-watering planters, like this one right here for $11.98, Origin 21. And when you think about the aesthetics or how you're going to decorate your plants, they definitely have so many ones to pick and choose from. This one again is another self-watering hanging basket planter, which I think is really cool. Love that. And then we also have this one I think is new for $8.98. This one is a 4-inch wick and grow planter. I am curious to see if anybody is actually a fan of wick and grow planters. I definitely am a fan of self-watering planters like this one, $14.98. Love the modern shape of this plant right here. And speaking of modern shape, let's take a look at this. So these are the new Costa Farms Exotic Angel Luxury line, $29.98. We just have a jade pothos right over here, another easy care plant, but needless to say, I still love promoting pothos plants because as far as anybody getting into the house plant hobby, that one is one I would always recommend. We're going to spin around here and take a look at some more plants. So as far as what we're seeing today, it looks like they have some restocks. I'm still trying to see if we can find some new rare house plants. But one thing I will say is, look at this again right here. We have these lift to water self-watering planters, $15.98, and we have an Aglaonema Red Siam. What do y'all think about the Aglaonema Red Siam or Aglaonema Siam Aurora? Even though I've been talking a lot about Hoya plants, I am still in love with Aglaonema, and I hope that everybody will include an Aglaonema red Siam into their plant collection, because it is one of the easiest plants to take care of, budget friendly, and even with Costa Farms, they make them readily available to where you can find them at big box stores. So $15.98. Who would not love it? And in speaking of finding plants, one plant that I wish I would have bought was the inner variegated Hoya compacta. But you can see right here, there is a Hoya, $29.98 for my Hoya experts. Let me know if this is just another type of Hoya carnosa. I do love the fact that there are more Hoyas readily available at big box stores. And in the comments section, let me know if you actually love to grow Hoyas, if you are a Hoya head, because Karen, a super plant foldie of mine, I'm going to shout her out again. She has really opened my eyes on Hoya. So that's one Hoya that I found. And I often think about all of the plant foldies and their types of plants that they like to grow. So as you can see here, we have some more hanging basket plants, more urban jungle and live trends design plants. I mean, take a look at this philodendron pink princess. This one has different variegation right here. It's got more of a marbling type variegation. And then if you like alocasias, this one right here is for $24.98. And then we have another philodendron. This one is a philodendron orange marmalade. This one has a little bit more of a greener tone because it hasn't gotten as much light. And take a look at this absolutely stunning, super cute Aglaonema growing in straight hydroponics. And just look at the root system. This is pretty impressive. I would totally buy this. How much is this? This is for $14.98, so under $15. But this is a plant that is exponentially easier to grow because it is growing in straight water. So in terms of watering it, you don't have to worry about it because it's already growing in water. You know, Aglaonemas are plants that, especially the green varieties, super easy to add into a plant collection. You know, as far as care tips, if this was growing in regular soil substrates, just water it when the soil is completely dry. It can tolerate lower light conditions. So I'm going to go ahead and just keep showing you what else they have here. And you can see that this end cap has a bunch of live trends design plants. I am loving the Sansevieria, for instance. This one is with a, let's see how much this is. This is $11.98 for this. This is so quirky, but I really love Sansevieria. And if you haven't already, definitely check out my unboxing of some Sansevieria from Succulent Asia. That is another plant that I'm actively collecting, is Sansevieria, specifically from Indonesia. $11.98. We have these cute Haworthias, and just look at the details of these live trends design plants. Gotta love it. Definitely one that I would add into my plant collection. And I just love how it's just very dainty. Okay, plant foldies, we're back and we're still looking at a lot of the plants that are available at this Lowe's location. Again, if you made it this far into the video, definitely press the thumbs up or like button for this video. It definitely helps push this content out to more plant lovers like yourself. But let's go ahead and look at some more of these Costa Farms plants. So, perfect example of a gorgeous easy care plant, $16.98, highly variegated golden pothos here. And as far as this one, I think this is so budget friendly, inexpensive. One of the easiest houseplants to add into your plant collection. So if you are discovering this YouTube channel, again, my name is Richie, and I will always talk about pothos. I am curious if you are somebody that grows pothos, because this is one of the classic easy care houseplants. I love the variegation of it. And then with, you know, Father's Day just around the corner, one rare find that I found today would be the Syngonium Red Arrow. Look at how gorgeous this is for $29.98. So we are finding rare Syngoniums. You know, big box store is a lot of fun in terms of just plant hunting for rare plants, especially when you have Costa Farms that is readily sending gorgeous rare plants like this Syngonium Red Arrow, I am actually super tempted to purchase it. And, you know, as far as the undersides of the leaves, just look at how pretty that is. These would make perfect Father's Day gifts for any fathers that actually like to grow plants. But what are your thoughts on the Costa Farms luxury line? This is $29.98. A really good plant find in terms of budget friendly, and it's a rare plant. Speaking of Father's Day ideas, take a look at this. They've got a self-watering new planter in this nice navy color, and this one is for $15.98. It is a classic Aglaonema Silver Bay. So you know we gotta love the Aglaonema Silver Bay. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there in advance. And if you haven't already, you should go ahead and buy one of these plants here. But I'm just looking at the overage of a lot of the plants that we're finding. Here is another hanging basket by Costa Farms. This is some type of Syngonium for $21.98. This one is in an 8-inch hanging basket plant. So I'm showing you guys a lot of these new Costa Farms plants. And when you think about Costa Farms plants and how readily available they are at Lowe's, they definitely send massive restocks. So right now at this particular Lowe's, I mean, just look at this, $16.98. We've got a neon pothos. And again, pothos plants, they really do it for me. And, you know, as far as all of these plants, I have the neon pothos and the golden pothos. So a 2-in-1 special, would you buy it? Let me know. It is for under $17, $16.98. And as far as what we are seeing today, again, it is just all of the new plants that they have restocked. We've got a lemon button fern for $16.98. So again, this is why I love to take y'all plant shopping. It's because I can talk your ear off for close to an hour and you get to see some beautiful foliage that are readily available at big box stores. I mean, you can see here, Philodendron Hederaceum, just a green variety, $16.98. So I'll be a little bit chatty for just a sec and just give you guys some updates. So one thing I have really started to put into my content is the fact that I have really made it an effort to put these YouTube quizzes. So if you haven't seen them, I would love for you to do the YouTube plant quizzes on these videos. All of my videos have it. In order to get access to it, if you're watching it on a phone, you just swipe 3 times to the left on the 3 dots. You will see a 10-question plant quiz. I would love for the plant foldies to let me know again in the comment section how you did. Shout out to all of the plant foldies that have done that. And it's, you know, you get a lot of like plant quiz, plant trivia stuff. So try it, do it, and let me know. But as you can see here, we've got more Costa Farms plants. Like this one is the Gold Baby Ivy, one of my favorite ones. This is the Hydra Helix. And you can see right here, look at how pretty that is. English ivy, it is the death of me. It is also a huge spider mite magnet, but needless to say, if you grow this outdoors in a shaded area or somewhere where it's not on the ground, it will actually thrive for you. So I love that. I just wish I could grow it long term. And then we have another new Costa Farms. This one is a cacti and succulents low water need. So this is another type of hanging basket. I don't know specifically what this hanging basket of succulents from Costa Farms is, but it is a really cute looking one. You'll have to let me know, but this is a new release from Costa Farms. Pretty cool. Love succulents and cactus. And again, if you haven't, I'm going to try to get this up here while I hold my selfie stick. If you haven't already, definitely check out the YouTube unboxing of my rare succulents and Sansevieria that I received from Succulent Asia. I have a couple more plants that I'm going to show you, and these are the trending tropical plants. This is the luxury line. This one is the Epipremnum pinnatum marble. Gorgeous plant, and this one is for $24.98. Gotta love it. This is another new release from Costa Farms, the summer offering. Love that it has fenestrations, and you already know plant foldies. This is endemic to my home country, which is, say it with me, the Philippines. So definitely check out this one right here. As far as this particular plant, it does like to climb, so give it a pole, a moss pole, some type of support, and you will get larger leaves and nice fenestration. Gorgeous marbling on the variegation as well. And it looks like they just got some more new plants here. Here is another Hydra Helix Gold Baby Ivy that I'm gonna go ahead and hang because she needs to be seen in all of her glory. And you talk about neon colored philodendrons, take a look at this one. Philodendron Golden Crocodile, and she is golden indeed. $24.98. So as far as what we're seeing today, plant foldies, we're seeing a lot of plants, and it's just fun to just look at the same kind of plants that you would normally see at a lot of big box stores. But I feel like a lot of this content is also to bring a lot of us together. You can see this one is another type of fern. What else do we have here? This is another hanging basket right here of a Fintonia. Gorgeous, gorgeous plant. And just look at my kimono as well. I'm really proud of it. What do y'all think of this one? And if y'all notice that a lot of these big box stores are getting a lot of rare plant finds, as I watch more content creators, it's really interesting that, you know, people forget about these gorgeous pothos plants. Like, I am team pothos all the way. And it's because I feel like most people get into the plant hobby when they are surrounded with plants that are easy care. And, you know, another top easy care plant that is readily available is the Pearls in Jade pothos, for instance, from Costa Farms, $21.98. So as I chat to you guys about just some of the plants we're finding at Lowe's today, I am also excited to just announce that, you know, my podcast, plant podcast, Grow Talks, will be premiering this coming Tuesday and every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard US time. So I hope you guys will tune in. The first episode is going to be right over here. I have a playlist, meaning you go to the YouTube channel and check my playlist for Grow Talks. You can turn on the notifications on all of these scheduled episodes so you never miss it. This has been a project of mine for quite a while, and I am so thankful to all of the guests that have lent me their time to have a fun dialogue about plants and just many different subjects. So I really hope you guys tune into Grow Talks. It's going to be definitely interesting. You'll definitely get to know a little bit more about me. But anyways, that's the reason why I am taking you guys shopping here. Today is a little bit chatty. Today is a little bit just show and tell. So let me go ahead and show you some more plants in detail, and let me talk you through some of them. And again, I just love these kimonos right here. All right, let's go ahead and look at some of these hanging basket plants. We have got more pothos right here. That one is the Neon Pothos by Urban Jungle Plants. This one is another one. These are all both $17.98. You've got the Pearls in Jade Pothos here. Another easy care plant. Even though we are shopping for rare plant finds at a big box store, it's still nice to look at some of the classic plants that you could find, like this Marble Queen Pothos here for $17.98 by Urban Jungle Plants. Easy care plants, you can get all three and have a full-blown pothos collection. I have all three and I am proud of it. And then we also have some more hanging baskets right over here. This one is a lipstick plant. I think this is the lipstick pagoda plant that kind of reminds me of a Hoya. Really nice looking plant from Costa Farms, $21.98. We have another Hydra Helix right over here, and then a gorgeous hanging basket of a Syngonium Maria for $21.98. I love the chocolate foliage that it has. And then we have some more neon pothos right over here. We have this particular plant that I really love. This is the Pixie Lime Peperomia, really pretty plant that we also love. And then we also have a Tradescanthia Sabrina right over here. Love the purple plant. Foliage, super pretty, very fast growing plant, very easy to propagate. And this one you can multiply very quickly through cuttings. And when you think about how you can save money on plants, you can just get propagations from friends. Let me know if you've ever gotten propagations from friends, because that's one thing that I am doing to be a little bit more budget conscious about my funds when it comes to financing some of my plants. But as you can see right over here, we're looking at some more of the Costa Farms exotic angel plants. Over here, you can see we've got another syngonium. This one is a syngonium white butterfly. And I am in love with syngoniums again. I just feel like they are plants that are super fast growing. And this one is for $5.98. They are very thirsty plants. So just make sure if you are going to buy a syngonium that you are able to keep up with the watering requirements. And I think a lot of times these plants that we look at these big box stores, we get excited, but we don't always do the research on the care. And then when they go to plant heaven or don't do well for us, it just becomes more discouraging. I mean, you can see this is a beautiful Dracaena Florida Beauty. I've always been a fan of this plant, but I haven't been able to grow this long term because I am not able to keep up with the watering requirements it has. But you can see this particular Lowe's, while it's not super stocked with a bunch of brand new plants, it's still nice to browse around because then you find another rare plant find. And this one is actually a really good rare plant find. And this is for $16.98. Look at how gorgeous this Manjula pothos is. Again, this one has some gorgeous variegation. Manjula pothos is probably my second favorite pothos or Epipremnum aureum, because look at how beautiful the variegation is of this particular pothos. So I'm going to set this to the side because this is one that I may consider buying today. We shall see, because as many times as I've gone to these big box stores, I haven't really been doing a lot of impulse buying. So I am actually super proud of that because, you know, as much as I love plants, as much as I love to show y'all plants, oftentimes, especially when you find them at big box stores, you know that you don't necessarily have to buy the plant because it will get restocked. I mean, take a look at this Hedera Helix, for instance. This one is the Ingrid Liz Hedera Helix or English Ivy, Costa Farms exotic angel plant, $8.98 for this particular size. And then we also have more plants here. This one is a gorgeous Dieffenbachia. I mean, just take a look at the green foliage it has. This one is for $5.98. So plant foldies, I do listen to y'all's feedback, especially when it is constructive feedback. I realize that you guys want to see more of the details of the plants. So I am going back old school when I first just pick up plants and show y'all these. So you can see that I am trying to make more segments for y'all. This one right here is a holly syngonium. Really love the narrow leaves and how light it is. Another plant that I always love picking up and looking at from Costa Farms is this Dracaena Sandriana variegata. This one is for $5.98 in a 3-inch planter. So some of these plants are commonly found, but we also have some of these rare plant finds. I'm going to go walk around here and show you some of the rare plant finds. So we've got two different types of monsteras, variegated monsteras. This one is a variegated Monstera Stadliana albo for $24.98. You talk about another variegated plant that you can find at a big box store. Just look at how beautiful this variegation is. This is the Monstera Letriana for $24.98 from Costa Farms. And OMG, here is the rare plant find for today. I would say for today. This is a variegated Philodendron Hederaceum. Variegated Philodendron Hederaceum. What? This one is for $29.98. You talk about another unicorn plant. This is it. And we're going to talk more about that later, but I am so glad I was able to find this. It was just sitting here. I'm going to go ahead and hang it so you can see how pretty it is, but look at that. I remember when this plant would also cost hundreds of dollars, and even a cutting would cost quite a bit. It is now readily available thanks to Costa Farms. I know Proven Winners Leafjoy also has it. So that is a reason why we go big box store plant shopping, because we do find budget-friendly options. I mean, you can see right over here, we have some more planters available. This one is a really nice planter. I really love this one. This is the Azura, $14.98. Peperomia obtusifolia marble. Beautiful plant. And then we also have the luxury line, $14.98. We've got the Batik Croton right over here. Gorgeous plant from Costa Farms. As far as what I'm seeing today, this is probably the rare plant find for today's video, but you never know because there's still more plants to look at. You can see right over here, we do have some large foliage plants. If you are a fan of the ficus plant, Ficus elastica or rubber tree plants, they have several. These are available. This one is $29.98 for that. You just need to make sure you're giving it quite a bit of light. And then we just have more bromeliads right over here. Really love the look of that. And then a sea of Aglaonema. This one right here has a beautiful, beautiful red foliage. Just take a look at that one. I would totally buy this one for $15.98 for just that red leaf. What a lovely one. And the cool thing about Aglaonema, if you didn't know, is they actually can mutate and give you some interesting coloration. So that's really a cool Aglaonema red Siam. Here is another one as well. What do y'all think? Will you end up buying one of those today? And you talk about another new plant release from Costa Farms. We have another beautiful Aglaonema. This one has some white speckling. Costa Farms trending tropical plant, $19.98. Lovely, lovely, lovely plant. And then we also have another Calathea for $15.98 in a self-watering planter from Costa Farms. So you can see that a lot of these big box stores, at least in the North Dallas area, have quite a bit of selection for summer time. So if you're looking to add more plants to your collection, now is the time to go shopping. We talked about another plant that used to cost hundreds of dollars, another rare plant find that is not so rare, and this is the Monstera Burle Marx Flame, $24.98. But we are finding rare Monsteras at Lowe's today. And then we also are finding rare philodendrons, or at least they used to be rare. This is a philodendron Paraíso Verde. This one is $29.98. So we're finding more rare plants going big box store plant shopping. That's really cool. And a little bit of a tidbit on this particular plant, the more warm heat you give it, the better variegation it's going to push out. Its variegation is actually influenced by the amount of heat it receives. But as far as the selection of Aglaonema red Siam, such a stunning selection. And then you can see right over here, more large foliage plants. We have some more right over here. This is a gorgeous Ficus elastica taniki. And then you can see over here, we have a little bit more plants to look at. This one is actually a really gorgeous Syndapsis Kalimantan. What do y'all think of this for $24.98? This is another Syndapsis I would love to add to my plant collection, just because look at the silver foliage it has. Love that as well. What do y'all think of that? And then you can see right over here, more Syndapsis Kalimantan, beautiful plant. And then you can see over here, we have an Aglaonema red Siam again. And then we have some more philodendrons right over here. This one is $15.98. Really love the look of this. And it's in a self-watering planter. And you talk about more plants to choose from. Take a look at this other philodendron. This one is a philodendron black cardinal for $15.98. Plant foldies, let me know what you think in the comments section below, but I'm also finding some of my favorites. Here is an Aglaonema Frosted Ghost, $15.98. Love the white stems, absolutely stunning plant. This is another one of my picks that I would choose. in today's video if I were to buy a plant today. Again, the plant care tips, plant foldies for the Aglaonema is basically water when the soil is completely dry and put it in bright indirect light and you are good to go. That is a really good price for it, $15.98. And as I pan away over here, we have a couple more plants to look at, and then I'm going to recap today's video. We have actually this is a Epipremnum pinnatum, Baltic blue, another gorgeous plant, and this one is already trailing. Very fast growing plant, and if you notice with this particular one, you don't even have to really put it on a moss pole or a totem pole for it to fenestrate, and it's already giving you some split leaves. So I love this, and I just love the fact that, again, you can go to a Lowe's, go big box store plant shopping, and you can see that we have all of these gorgeous plants, more rare plant finds at budget-friendly options or inexpensive pricing. We've got another Ficus Taniki right over here, and then Ficus shivriana right over here. So many plants to pick from. And then you talk about some of the other large foliage plants. Take a look at this Dieffenbachia right over here. What a stunning plant. Just look at the foliage it has right over here. I mean, this is absolutely stunning. And again, you just need to make sure you're providing bright light in order for it to really do well in an indoor space. Water consistently, and just know that the Dieffenbachia is a very toxic plant. So keep it away from your furry friends. It is not pet friendly. But one plant that is pet friendly, and it's right next to it, somebody kind of abandoned this Hoya again. I mean, just look at how pretty this Hoya is. I think it is a Hoya carnosa for $29.98. Either way, another pretty plant, and it's another one that is readily available at Lowe's. So as you can see, today's video, we have just seen quite a bit of new restocks, new plants, easy care plants, and I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of recap some of my thoughts on the plants that we are finding today at this particular Lowe's location. So you can see we are still at Lowe's, and we have all of these plants here. Some of my top picks for today's video, if I were to purchase some plants, would be this beautiful Scindapsus right here from Costa Farms, $24.98. As far as the care tips, again, for this particular Scindapsus is lots of bright indirect light, because what will happen is if you grow this in a condition where it doesn't get as much light, it'll shoot more runners with less foliage and just more vining, and then consistent watering. What I do love about this Scindapsus is that it will let you know when it is thirsty because the leaves will curl. I love plants that communicate effectively for that. As far as some of the other plants that we are finding, so we found some hanging basket plants. So one rare pothos that's not so rare anymore in 2026 would be this Manjula pothos right over here. This one again has absolutely gorgeous coloration, and it's for $16.98. And I always say this in all of my plant shopping videos: we save more money when we go big box store plant shopping. And some people will debate and say that we should always look at buying plants from local and small businesses. As you watch my plant podcast, Grow Talks, which will be premiering, I think oftentimes there is a lot of judgment that is placed upon whether people should only buy plants at big box stores. And I say diversify where you buy your plants. Diversify if you want to buy plants at big box stores, because like, I mean, this Manjula pothos, for instance, who would deny that this is a very cheap price, $16.98. Obviously, local and small businesses, if you want more of a boutique experience, you may pay just a little bit more. But the pros about shopping at a local or small business is, again, you may get a higher quality plant because there is a little bit more care placed upon it. But don't knock the Manjula pothos from Costa Farms. This one right over here, again, is for $16.98. And it is another one of those plants that if I were going to buy a plant today, I would buy this. And I want you to figure out whether at the very end I am going to end up buying a plant. I have been really good about not spending money whenever I'm going big box store plant shopping. I find the experience of just being able to pick up my selfie stick, talk to you, the plant foldies, directly, and just hang out and show you plants. And shout out to anybody and everybody that goes on the live premiere chats, which are typically at 7 p.m. Central Standard US time. Thank you for chatting with us on a daily basis. Thank you, Plant Foldies, for posting your gorgeous pictures on the community tab. Thank you for doing the YouTube quizzes. Thank you for just all the engagement. We are steadily growing, and I truly appreciate that. So this one, though, one of my top picks, I'm going to go ahead and put that up right there. Obviously, this is not the variegated Hoya compacta inner, but we still love our Hoyas from Costa Farms. This is another pick that I would choose to buy because what I've realized with Hoyas, they are easy care plants. They're not as fussy as I thought. They're very forgiving plants, and they have so many different varieties. So kudos to all of the Hoya heads. Gotta love the Hoya heads out there. And I actually just saw this. So this one may not be as rare anymore, but look at this. Philodendron Brantianum. Look at the silver foliage of this philodendron. This one would want to climb $17.98. This would be another rare plant find that's not really rare anymore because it is at a big box store. And for me, you know, big box stores kind of destroy gatekeeping when it comes to plants. Now everybody is able to afford and access plants. And to me, that is a beautiful thing because I truly believe that the house plant hobby should not just be for those that have money. I think the house plant hobby should be for those that actually truly enjoy growing plants because plants help us grow as individuals. I know that as I've made this kind of content, this plant content for a while, that I have grown as an individual, just being able to care for plants, share my knowledge for plants, and really invest the time to travel all over to talk about plants. So just my 2 cents, and hopefully you guys have stayed entertained. And lastly, this plant right here is the surprise plant. This plant is the rare plant find. This is the variegated Philodendron Hederaceum, $29.98 from Costa Farms. I originally found this as a Proven Winners Leafjoy plant as well, but Costa Farms has matched Proven Winners Leafjoy with their offering for $29.98. This is probably the rarest plant in today's video. This is another rare plant find. It is for under $30. A plant that used to cost hundreds of dollars is now $30 or under $30. Would you buy this plant today, Plant Foldies? Let me know in the comments section. So in today's video, again, to recap, we talked about just some of the summer plant finds that we will find in the outdoor garden section. The caladiums from Proven Winners is one I would recommend. I would also recommend crotons as far as plant products to use. Miracle-Gro all-purpose fertilizer, you already know. And then all of these rare plants, like this one, I'm so tempted to purchase this. Should I buy it? It's $29.98. Now you can always drop a super sticker, a super thanks, which is basically a monetary tip that you can provide a YouTube content creator like myself. Just press the $ on the right-hand corner and enter amount. But what do y'all think, Plant Foldies? Do you think I'm going to buy this plant today? Let's pause. What do y'all think? For me, I would buy this plant if I didn't already have one. I already have this Philodendron Hederaceum variegated version, and it's because to me, that is a plant that could be easily propagated. You know, you can take cuttings from it. And that is another reason why I feel like it's a good example for me, somebody that is always going to big box stores and showing you some wonderful plants, that it is okay to exercise a little bit of shopping restraint. I know that a lot of us could be addicted to plants. I am working through a legitimate plant addiction, and I have made some really good progress being able to say, no, I'm not gonna buy a plant today, but I could admire the beauty of it and maybe inspire somebody else in this area to purchase this rare plant find. This Philodendron Hederaceum variegated form, a plant that formerly cost hundreds of dollars, and it is now under $29 or under $30, $29.98 from Costa Farms. So I hope you guys have enjoyed today's big box store plant shopping video. If you like this content, again, definitely press the like button for this video. It definitely helps push this content out. Definitely hype the video, do the YouTube plant quiz, leave comments in the comments section. And I invite everybody that is watching today to watch my new plant podcast, Grow Talks, where You Will Become Grow Talkatives. It is going to be premiering on Tuesday. So my name is Richie at Growfold. Good vibes only, good vibes always, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. And YouTube is telling you need to go look and watch this video that is popping up. Do you promise me y'all will watch this video? My name is Richie. I'll see you soon. Bye.